Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. DTC B2634 signifies a rear bus failure in the Honda Odyssey models produced between 2011 and 2017. The DTC stands for Diagnostic Trouble Code, which is critical for identifying problems within the vehicle's electronic systems. In particular, the rear bus is part of the vehicle's Body Control Module, or BCM, which manages various electrical functions such as lighting, security, and sensors. The occurrence of this code indicates potential issues with one or more sensors located at the rear of the vehicle. The sensors play a pivotal role in monitoring the surroundings and contributing to systems like parking assist and collision avoidance. Accurate diagnosis and troubleshooting are essential to restore the functionality of these systems, ensuring both safety and convenience while driving. DTC B2634 indicates a rear bus communication failure, suggesting that the vehicle's computer system is not receiving signals as expected from the rear-end components. The affected components primarily include various sensors, particularly the corner and center sensors, situated at both the rear and front of the vehicle. Specifically, the left rear corner sensor and the left rear center sensor are critical in relaying information about the vehicle's position and environment. These sensors are usually mounted directly on the vehicle's body, close to the rear wheels. When the communication fails, it can disrupt the operation of functions that rely on these sensors, highlighting the importance of this code in the vehicle's overall functionality and safety systems. Several factors can contribute to the activation of DTC B2634. A faulty left rear corner sensor is one primary cause, meaning that the sensor is not functioning properly, potentially due to internal failure or damage. Similarly, a faulty left rear center sensor could also trigger the code, disrupting the communication between the BCM and the sensor system. In addition, wiring issues in the rear bus can create a break in the electrical signal pathway. This could be due to wear and tear, corrosion, or physical damage to the wiring harness, leading to intermittent or complete communication loss. Identifying these causes is essential to prevent recurring issues and ensure your vehicle operates smoothly. The symptoms associated with DTC B2634 can significantly impact the driving experience. One common indicator is the illumination of warning lights on the dashboard, alerting the driver to a potential issue that needs attention. Additionally, drivers may notice intermittent sensor failures, meaning that certain functions relying on those sensors may work at times, but fail at others. This inconsistency can be particularly problematic for systems like rear parking assist, as it relies heavily on sensor data to provide accurate readings. Therefore, recognizing these symptoms early can help in timely troubleshooting and repairs, ultimately leading to safer driving conditions. The first troubleshooting step for DTC B2634 involves using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to clear the DTCs. Clearing the codes helps reset the system in case the issue was transient or an intermittent failure. After clearing, it is essential to turn the ignition switch to the lock position, then back to the on position to reboot the vehicle's electronic systems. Following this, you should wait at least 6 seconds to allow the systems to reinitialize properly. Checking for DTCs again will reveal whether the B2634 code persists, which indicates a more serious underlying issue. If the code is present, you must proceed to the next troubleshooting step. The second step involves turning the ignition switch to the lock position to safely manipulate the vehicle's sensors. In this step, you will swap the left rear corner sensor with a front corner sensor for diagnostic purposes. This allows you to determine whether the issue lies specifically with the left rear sensor. After the swap, turn the ignition switch back to the on position, which will supply power to the replaced sensor. This procedure helps rule out whether the sensor itself is faulty or if the issue is within the communication bus. Notably, this diagnostic method is efficient and provides immediate insights into the functioning of the rear bus system. In this third step, you'll utilize the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to clear the DTCs once more after swapping the sensors. Clearing the DTCs enables the vehicle's computer to reset and reassess the status of the newly installed sensor. After clearing, turn the ignition switch to the lock position again, then back to the on position to reinitialize the system. This step is crucial because it allows the system to recognize the swapped component and check for functionality. Lastly, check for DTCs using the HDS once more. If DTC B2634 reappears, it indicates that the left rear corner sensor is likely defective and should be replaced. The fourth troubleshooting step entails again turning the ignition to the lock position. In this step, you will swap the left rear center sensor with a front corner sensor, similar to the previous step. This diagnostic maneuver aims to test the functionality of the left rear center sensor. After making the swap, turn the ignition back to the on position to power the new sensor. This will assist in diagnosing whether the left rear center sensor might be causing the communication issue within the rear bus. It's essential to conduct this step thoroughly, as it helps pinpoint the exact faulty component, if any, within the sensor network. Following the sensor swap in the previous step, you will now use the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to clear the DTCs again. This step is critical because, just like before, it allows the vehicle's computer to reset and evaluate the swapped sensor anew. After clearing, turn the ignition to the lock position once again, then return to the on position. This will reinitialize the systems and prompt the vehicle to check for functionality. Finally, check if DTC B2634 reappears. If this code is still indicated, it likely indicates an issue with the left rear center sensor, warranting replacement. The final troubleshooting step involves turning the ignition switch to the lock position to safely initiate this process. In this step, the right rear center sensor will be swapped with a front corner sensor. This is another method to test the wiring and communication lines by analyzing whether the issue stems from the right rear center sensor. Once the swap is completed, turn the ignition back to the on position, supplying power to the new sensor. This diagnostic method further refines the process of elimination, indicating which sensors are operational and which are not, ultimately leading to a clearer understanding of the sensor system. After completing the troubleshooting steps, a final repair verification is required. Firstly, it is essential to ensure that all DTCs are cleared from the system using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. This step confirms that any previously identified issues have been addressed. Next, verify the operation of the sensors that were either replaced or swapped during the troubleshooting process. Conducting tests under various conditions can help ascertain proper functionality. Lastly, performing a test drive allows you to experience the vehicle's sensors in action to ensure that they are working correctly. This comprehensive approach ensures that no lingering issues remain after the repair process. Preventive maintenance is key to avoid future issues related to DTC B2634. Regular checks of the vehicle's sensors provide early detection of potential failures, making it easier to address problems before they escalate. Keeping the wiring intact and free from corrosion is also vital, as damaged wiring can lead to communication failures. Moreover, utilizing genuine original equipment manufacturer (OEM) Parts ensures compatibility and reliability in sensor replacements. Following these preventative measures can significantly enhance the longevity of the vehicle's electronic systems and reduce the chances of unexpected repairs, thereby ensuring a smooth driving experience. In summary, understanding DTC B2634 is essential for maintaining the Honda Odyssey between 2011 and 2017. This code specifically pertains to a rear bus failure, which highlights the critical role of rear sensors in the vehicle's functioning. Through thorough diagnosis and troubleshooting steps, it's possible to identify and rectify issues related to sensor malfunction. Paying attention to wiring integrity and conducting regular checks also plays a significant role in preventive maintenance. Ultimately, by being proactive and diligent in vehicle care, you ensure safety, reliability, and optimal performance, contributing to a quality driving experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.